Hello ICCI students, and welcome to this end of week 2 check-in recorded on the 16th, Friday, just about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is our attempt to make sure everything is going okay and give you an opportunity to give us some feedback about your educational experience to date. So first of all, I want to say way to go, making it through weeks 1 and week 2. I think classes are settling down pretty nicely, and so now probably in week 3 you'll see a stronger uptick, but way to go for making it through the first 2 weeks. And again, as I said, week 3 starts Monday in full force. So again, the pace might be just a little slightly more different on Monday. But again, it's familiar territory and you should be able to do it. So this video basically is trying to ensure that you have all the tools to be successful for the rest of the quarter. So the first thing is basically making sure that you have your books. You must have books for your courses. I know some of you are trying to do your best to save on resources, but there may be times that the book is not in the library, or you may not be able to get to the library, and you're missing valuable time in the middle of the night or early in the morning to do some studying and catch up on reading. And as you have well discovered, many ICCI faculty love to give lots of reading assignments, so it's really in your best interest to actually have all the books that you need to be successful. And speaking of successful, if you are in a writing intensive class or any class that requires writing, which is about 100% of all the classes here, you really should have an APA style manual. This is an academic style of writing that your instructors are expecting you to submit your assignments in. So do you have your textbooks? I'm hoping the answer is yes. If not, we can talk about that a little bit later in the video. Here's another piece to your roadmap to academic success. The syllabus. The syllabus is probably the most important document that you should receive as a student for each class. The syllabus has the list of the learning outcomes for the course, so those learning outcomes are, by the time this course is over, the student should be able to blank, blank, and blank. They're usually about 3, 4, or 5 set of outcomes, and the goal is by the time week 11 has come, you should be able to look at that syllabus and say, I'm actually able to do those 5 or 6 things. The syllabus will also tell you how your final grade is going to be calculated. You need to know that now as opposed to at the end of the quarter when the grades are being put in. And then it will tell you what and when all of your assignments are due. There should be no surprises along the way. You should have a pretty good roadmap or idea of how much work you have to do between now and the end of the quarter. By the way, every assignment other than mathematics that actually has a formula where it's pretty concrete what the answer is. If it's a writing assignment or some other type of thought-provoking assignment, there should be a rubric to let you know how the assignment is going to be graded and what the criteria are and what the levels of grading ought to be, whether it's met standards, below standards, or above standards within a description here. So this is a little brief example. So for every assignment that you get, there should be a rubric. So do you have a syllabus? We're hoping that the answer is yes. Also, are you getting, or did you get, or have you received yet at least one graded assignment? This is week 2, and what we're hoping is that you've received a test, a quiz, a writing something, some sort of exercise to give you some idea of how well you're grasping the content. Remember, we have an 11-week quarter. This is week 2. Getting your feedback in week 8 only gives you 2 weeks in order to get it together. We want to know if there are any problems now so that you have 9 weeks to work on any deficiency. The feedback will be very, very important. Worldwide, all the research in higher ed or students who are in college seems to indicate that students who get feedback very early and often throughout the course tend to do much better than their counterparts who do not. So have you been given at least one graded assignment in week 1 or week 2? We're hoping the answer is yes. Are you on Populi? Remember, you will start seeing a rollout of many of your assignments being posted on Populi. Some of your classes have discussion boards and discussion posts. It's really important that you're paying attention to the institutional announcements that are coming on your bulletin board. This is how your advisors are going to be reaching out to you about important pieces of your matriculation. Are you on Populi? Again, we're hoping the answer is yes. And finally, we want to make sure that you are feeling like you're welcome. We're very glad you're here. We're glad that you've chosen ICCI for this leg of your academic journey. We want to make sure that every teacher, every office, every staff member is being courteous and professional. We want to make sure that you're spending a lot of time away from home and work here, and we want the environment to be as pleasant as possible. So the big question is, do you feel welcome? We really hope that you do. If you have said no to any of the above questions, we really do need to hear from you, and we really do need an opportunity to fix whatever you think or perceive that is broken. Please email me at drmarshall@icci.edu.ky. This is not about getting people in trouble. As you know, there's a big no-snitch culture globally, but the idea really is not about getting people in trouble or snitching. Really, quite frankly, many of you, or all of you, you're spending a considerable amount of money. If you're not spending the money, your company is, or the Cayman Islands government is. Lots of effort and energy being devoted to getting your courses and your coursework done. We certainly want to honor that with excellent customer service. And you have a lot of very, very hard work ahead. We want to make sure that you have all the tools that you need in order to be successful. So finally, ask questions. Ask lots of questions. If you're ever lost or need some advice about what to do or how your classes are going, or if you're confused about what's being done or what needs to be done or what assignments to do, anything that you need, please seek out any member of staff so that we can make sure you're headed in the right direction. Over the weekend, you should be receiving a personal survey asking you individually about your experience. As you know, most of you who have practiced with surveys know that most surveys are anonymous. That is to give you the freedom of answering honestly. But we also want to provide a very unique and personal opportunity for you to tell us specifically about your specific issues or concerns, or if something is going very well that you want us to continue, it would be very helpful to hear about that as well. Stay tuned for the survey, and please, by all means, fill it out. It should take you less than 3 minutes. That's a promise. So finally, a word of encouragement. I know that weeks 1 and 2 have been rocky for some of you based on the visits to my office, but hang in there. You certainly can do this. There is nothing going on in this building that's rocket science. All of this is achievable. All of this is attainable. However, you do have to put forth some extra effort and carve out some time to make sure that you're getting all of your homework done, that you're attending all of the classes, and that you're spending requisite time outside of the college on your own time studying and wrestling with the course material. So finally, thanks again for choosing us. We appreciate you being here, and if there's anything else that we can do to make your educational experience more comfortable or more enjoyable for this fall quarter, please let us know. So that is the end of this end of week 2 check-in. Again, thanks again for your attention and time watching this. And please feel free to, or please not feel free, please actually fill out the survey and get that to us as quickly as possible. I will be the only person reading the survey, and I will be pushing out recommendations, obviously not naming names, but just saying in general, students would like a better blank, or students feel that this should be done, etc., etc., etc. So I hope you have a terrific weekend. Great week 1, great week 2. Congratulations, everybody. And we'll see you on Monday for the start of week 3.